Time magazine reports that someone is murdered in Mexico every 15 minutes, and that 2018 will surpass last year's death toll of 29,168. Since 2006, the Mexican military has been waging war with the drug cartels. Meanwhile, these cartels have intensified their control of the police and local governments. So far, 130 politicians have been executed, 48 of them current candidates for office. The possibility that current Mexican President Nieto's aggressive deportation of migrants is about to be severely downsized, as The Conversation reports. Between 2014 and 2015, Mexican deportations of Central Americans traveling to the U.S., primarily Guatemalans, Hondurans, and Salvadorans, more than doubled, from 78,733 in 2013 to 176,726 in 2015. During the same period, U.S. border agents detained half as many Central American migrants at the border. Now, leftist presidential frontrunner Manuel Lopez Obrador has declared the separation of families at the border as inhumane, signaling to President Trump that Mexico isn't another country's piñata, criticizing a policy primarily due to the Mexican cartel's billion-dollar pipeline of human trafficking. Isn't it more inhumane to allow children to be drug mules or sex slaves? And then there are candidates like Leobardo Ramos, known as the Donald Trump of Oaxaca. Ramos has been tasked with steering the stream of migrants away from his district, according to what his constituents want. Vice President Pence recently met with the leaders of the Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala, an area known as the Northern Triangle, home to where a large portion of the migrants are fleeing from.
President Donald Trump sent me here today because the United States faces another crisis on our southern border. And I'm sad to report to the presidents gathered here that the vast majority of those entering our country illegally are from your countries. As we discussed, the numbers are staggering. Since the start of this year, more than 150,000 Guatemalans, Hondurans, and Salvadorans have left their homes and made the often dangerous journey to the southern border of the United States and sought to enter our nation illegally. While many claim asylum, few are fleeing persecution. Among this flood of illegal migrants are human traffickers and violent gang members like MS-13, but most are making the journey seeking economic opportunity, driven by the misguided belief that they can ignore the laws of the United States and enter our nation without consequences. I say with great respect to the presidents gathered here, this exodus must end.
Now, we love to talk about this issue about the MS-13 gangs. We love to paint immigrants as criminals. That is not the complete facts. And that is very offensive for me to see continuing to happen, is continuing to message this anti-immigrant agenda.
First of all, no one on this panel is anti-immigrant. We're law enforcement officers who enforce the law that you all enacted. So to sit there and say that we're anti-immigrant is just wrong. We are enforcing laws. If you think it's okay to enter this country illegally and they shouldn't be arrested, that's just wrong. The laws clearly state enter the country legally is a crime.
The election of Mexico's new president and 18,000 other elected officials isn't something U.S. citizens should ignore. It will determine the United States' future struggle with the border, and it could alter every effort made so far to secure that border. John Bound reporting.